guys, if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, is Posherva worth the investment? It is a small investment, in my opinion, to have monthly for the benefits that it gives you month to month. It essentially works for you like a virtual assistant. That is what the VA part of Posherva stands for. So if you guys want to find out if Posherva is worth it for you and your business, just keep watching. Okay, so in today's video, I'm actually going to turn you guys around. You'll still be able to see me, but I'm going to go over the system of Posherva. It is a Chrome extension. It's very easy to install, and they give you directions, which I can show you on your computer on their website. So once you have the extension on your computer though, it lives on your desktop up in the right-hand corner. You can drop it down and get started with your automation for the day. So Posherva runs as long as your desktop or your computer, your laptop, whatever, stays awake. If you have it on a setting where it's gonna go to sleep, it will stop running, but you do not have to have tabs open for it to run. You just have to have your computer screen awake and on for it to run. So let me turn you guys around, and I'm gonna go through why I like Posherva, why I think it's worth it, and why I've been paying for it for the last 2 to 3 years on a monthly basis. Okay, so here we are on the Posherva website. You guys can use my link down below to get a discount. I think you get like 20% off your first month, and then I get a little kickback for sharing Posherva with you. It's only like $5, but I just like sharing the software because I feel like it makes such a difference in my Poshmark business and my reselling business as a whole. So this walks you through the extension, how to add it. So you're just going to easily like go to add to Chrome once you're on the Google Chrome website, and you can literally click here and do that. It's really easy to add. You just hit add extension, and then you're going to pin it to the top right corner, and they even have a video on how to do that. So I'm not going to go too in depth to that because that part is really easy. But I am going to show you guys now over here. This is what the Posherva Chrome extension looks like. You can set it up to just pop up on your screen like this, or you can have all your extensions here, and then you would just click on Posherva. I do have mine pinned though, so that helps a little bit. So this is the share tab. So in here, you are going to put I always put extra for like how many listings I have. So say I had like around 500 listings, I'm just going to put 999 just so it grabs all of my listings. And then I often do continuous sharing so that like 90 cycles, and it stops after the whole sharing. So like if I had 500 items, it's going to share the 500 items, and then it's going to wait 20 minutes until it does it again up to 90 times. I just always put higher because it's not going to hurt to just have it run in the background. It doesn't affect anything except maybe your battery life. And then down here, you can see that it's like sleeping. It's finished doing all the cycles that I had it do the other day. And it just sits here and runs for you as you're doing whatever you're doing, or maybe you just have your computer plugged in and you don't want it to do anything at all. And then you can kind of customize this to share to your followers, to parties, and share your whole closet. And then the speed, I just have mine on medium right now for sharing. And then you can also schedule sharing, which I don't do. I just open this every day and like put in there that it needs to start sharing for the day, and then I leave it alone. Okay, and then this is my favorite tab. It's the Actions tab. I don't really mess with the Follow tab. I have offers to likers. That's what OTL means. On. And so after 3 minutes, if they've liked the item, it gives them a 10% discount with $4.99 shipping. And I do keep that in mind a little bit when I'm pricing, but my hack for pricing right now is to be at or below market value so that they're already feeling like they get a good deal. And then this offer is going to come in and make it look even that much better, which hopefully turns into a sale, which for like the past few months, I've decided to not price high and then offer a lot lower because people might not like it initially anyways. I just like to price at or below market value and then also give them a discount because I just want things to move quickly. I'm not waiting for like the right buyer for 6 to 12 months. I just want the buyer to be there, be right at the good price point, and sell it within like 1 to 2 months or even 3 months. Okay, so that's the offers to likers. You do have to enable this. So you would like save it, your settings up here, and then it will say enable. I already have mine enabled. That's why it's saying I could disable it, and it shows you that it's active. And that runs by itself, even if you have your sharing tool on at the same time. And then I also like this one. So if I want to run like a sale that's higher than the 10% off with $4.99 shipping, and I say, okay, having a slow sales day, even with sending offers, I'm going to do 20% off or 30% off with the discounted shipping, you can do that. And then you just scroll down and hit start. You can also put like, I only want to offer that discount if I'm going to make over $50 net profit. And then it will exclude anything that would offer something less than you making $50 profit. You can also exclude items, and then you can make a list. So say you have, like for me, I have some Revolve dresses in my Poshmark that I do not want to ever go on sale. I also don't want offers to be sent on them. I could add them to this list here, and then it will make sure that those items are excluded, which is actually a new feature. So I'm glad I'm updating my Posherva review. You can do price updating. So like say you feel like you priced everything above value, like I was mentioning before, and you're like, you know what, everything needs to come down a bit. Maybe I price things too high or too aggressively. You could drop the price by 1%. Or by a, I think you can, you can increase the price or decrease the price and by %. And then you can also exclude items, like if you just listed stuff this week and you know you priced it how you want it, you don't want it to change, you could exclude those items. And if you run a boutique, you could exclude your boutique items, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then I don't really mess with this auto activity returner. I don't mess with any of that. I do love this feature. This is one of my favorites. You can raise the price on items that you're going to relist, which I like never do. But in the past 60 days, those items that are older than 60 days is what Poshmark lets you relist and then show up in the algorithm at the top. So I would suggest doing this every day. It's really easy. Like that's literally all you do. While the relist feature is running, though, you cannot share your closet at the same time because Poshmark will pick up like how are you doing both of these at the same time. But I did, while I'm mentioning that, want to mention I've never had any issue with Poshmark and using Posherva, like it's saying like, oh, you're using an extension tool. I don't think that they care. And I know when this first came out, like 3 years ago, people were like, well, they're going to know you're using an automation tool and they're going to think you're cheating and they're going to close your account. No one that uses Posherva has ever had their account closed that I follow. And I follow a lot of resellers on YouTube. So, and like, okay, here, sorry, I'm going to interrupt myself. 26 items are older than 60 days. So now it's literally going to delete the old listing for me and relist it, which would take me so much time to do. And I would have to figure out and have a spreadsheet separately, keeping track of how listings are 60 days older or more, because when you share, it redoes the timer for the listing. So that would be like almost impossible and take so much time. So this feature by itself, in my opinion, pays for this product. But anyways, Poshmark does not care if you use Posherva. They do not care if you have a virtual assistant overseas. This is essentially the same thing. It would probably be more expensive to hire a physical person, and then you have to train them on how to do what you want them to do, and then you have to pay them, and you have to keep track of this. This is an automated software. It's an automated tool that you just put on a payment plan, and you pay $25 a month, and my $25 is normally paid off just by relisting for one day. So I think this is a great investment. There's other things on here. You can like add options of like how many shares you can have per day. There's like a default. I just have mine on the default. Here's my stats for the day. So I actually do have where I like follow people, and then so that my closet is more active. Like I think they like when you follow people, the Poshmark algorithm. And then like it's showing you how many have been relisted. So since I started running that, 4 have been relisted for the day, which is accurate. And then I have not shared my closet yet today because I just opened my laptop to make this video, but the limit is 8,000. So, and then it's showing you what offers have been sent since I opened my laptop. And then if it gets to the point where this hits 30, it will turn off. This is just like reCAPTCHA is like when another system is recognizing that you're using an automated tool. So if it gets to 30, it's going to flag it and say like you're not a real person, and it turns it off. But you guys don't have to worry about that. I've been using the software, like I said, for like 2 to 3 years. I've never had any issues with my Poshmark account. It's done nothing but make it more lucrative. And it does a lot of things for me that I was paying someone else to do initially before I started using this software. And this is cheaper than hiring someone. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys enjoy this and it helps you. My code has been on the screen the whole time. It's also down below. You guys can follow me on Instagram or on here. I go through different softwares that I use for my business and other softwares that I think are useful just for making money online in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.